what's up? Yes. West Side Story, directed by none other than Steven Spielberg. This was a passion project for Steven ever since he filmed and directed Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. If you remember, the opening scene was a lot like a musical. Didn't feel like an Indiana Jones film at first until later on when Indy stepped in wearing that white tuxedo. You're like, oh, now it's a James Bond film. Then later on it turned into an Indiana Jones film. West Side Story. This movie was more of an adaptation of the film from 1961. And that film from 1961 was actually taken from the musical. So over the years, it's developed from musical to film, and Steven Spielberg really put his stamp on there. Felt like an old Hollywood classic. It's nice to see Hollywood grow up and make the right decisions. The 1961 film, as great as it is hard to watch because back then they didn't employ people of color a whole lot. A lot of those so-called Puerto Ricans were white boys wearing makeup. At least now you have true, authentic Puerto Ricans and Hispanic people playing the roles in this movie. Steven Spielberg knows how to direct choreography. He understands the punches in the songs and where the camera should land. This was masterfully directed. He didn't have much to do. The story has been written. It's been there for years. It's hard to mess up a classic, but he did a great job. The aesthetic of it looked like it was shot on film and not digital. It looked like the old school days. It felt authentic. I really had a great time. And those who don't know, this is a tragic love story, a lot like Romeo and Juliet. So you might get caught up in the whimsical of the theatrics, the dancing, the falling in love at first sight. But at hand, this is a tragic love story, and it deals with racism on a large scale. And Steven, I tip my beanie off to you, brother. You did a damn good job. I see why you turned down to do Indiana Jones 5 to do this. I think you made the right choice. And shit, Indiana Jones is your baby, Harrison Ford is your boy, but they probably should have stopped at Last Crusade. But I feel you, man. Easily one of the best films of the year, best musical I've seen in a long time. Steven, you're about to get your flowers again, brother. This was an excellent film. And I can totally relate to this because in high school, I was in dance class in a group called Footworks. And my second year in, we redid the whole play of West Side Story. I knew every song by heart, knew every dance beat by heart. We had to pick up the girls and swing them around our backs and heads. It was great. It gave me appreciation for musicals at a young age, and it forced me to go watch that movie years later as a young adult. Yeah, Ms. Hopgood, thank you so much for adapting that play and musical for our school recital. West Side Story, an absolute incredible film. It was cool when I did it, I was a black guy in West Side Story, dancing with my partner was Italian and Portuguese. I love the color mixture over the years to make this even grandeur of a story. Until the next time, be sure to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends, and more importantly, leave your comments down low. If I offend you, then you don't understand me. But if I can inspire you, you will learn to love me. I guarantee it. Until the next time, and remember, it's just my point of view.